Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death. Carl, Georg, really, but Carl for now. You make your way out of Annabelle Redshield's estate, through her gardens, through the creaky gate, and back into the streets of Thornwood.
You didn't even mention anything to chat about me blinking through the walls, and now I'm in another room in my apartment.
I didn't want to spoil the surprise. Carl has blinked from one room to another.
No, Ryan has. I'm a wizard, Neil.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's cliffhanger into nothing exciting happens. I go home.
Where do you go?
And I guess, yeah, I'm allowed to leave for house, the grounds. Do I see any guards on the way out? It's just like this.
Give me a perception check.
I think 23.
Yeah. You spot a man with a heavy crossbow when you're walking out the door on the right side of the house, standing in the rain. You can't hear it, but you can see the rain bouncing off his metal cap. He's got a heavy crossbow, and he's kind of poked his head around the corner. And as you walk out, he just watches.
Is he I guess I watch him.
No, he doesn't do anything. You walk and he watches, and you disappear into the streets around the large wall with the ivy crawling up it, away from view.
Well, I guess I head back to my room at the Sleepy Knoll. Get some shut-eye.
Takes you a while to get there, but eventually you make your way back to the Sleepy Knoll. It's late at night by the time you get there. Anything in particular you're doing, or just getting some shut-eye?
Wizard locking my door and going to bed.
Okay. You go to bed.
If you knock a wizard-locked door, is it forever unlocked? Or is it just, it's temporary, right? I guess... Because I think wizard lock is permanent, so now this is permanently my room in the Sleepy Knoll, unless...
No, knock dispels it for a brief duration. So if you wizard lock this door, it is forever wizard locked.
Okay, maybe I won't do that. Or maybe I will. Yeah, fuck it. I think I just wizard lock it. Is that really the caster themselves can't unlock it? Short of like a dispel magic?
Wizard lock is permanent. You need dispel magic to remove it. Or you need to physically remove the door from the lock.
I don't think it will actually matter in game, but I'm just sort of laughing at like the situation like a few days from now when the owner is like, "God damn it! Why won't this door open?"
It's stuck. Whatever. And then when he finally needs it, he takes it off the hinges and finds it's not coming out, and so gets a bunch of men to bash it down, and it's just a normal door and can't figure it out. And yeah. You're creating a nightmare for this man.
Yeah.
But you find yourself in your room late at night, the storm's still raging outside. Do you sleep? Do you feel comfortable sleeping?
No, that's why wizard locked the door. Is there a window? Is there any other way into the room?
There's a window.
Yeah, I'll trap the window as well.
How do you trap the window?
I don't have another wizard lock. I think I just like set up some contraption that would make a ton of noise if the window were to open. So I like balance my quarterstaff. Can I just like bar it with a quarterstaff? Is there a way to bar the window? How does the window function?
It's on the second floor, and it's just a set of shutters that opens up and then latches shut. There's no glass in it or anything.
So I think I spend a few minutes taking my 25 feet of rope and just like tying the shit out of the window so that it's like tied shut from the inside.
Okay, it'll look like it's tied shut from the outside too, because you'd have to like thread the rope out through the shutters and then back in through other shutters.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the second story. Unless they've got hot halflings that can climb and come get me. Not too concerned. And I guess I go to sleep. I probably should have taken more care to like run some circles so that no one saw me come here. I mean, I think I didn't notice anyone following me, right?
I don't think you noticed anyone following you. You didn't seem too occupied with that.
So, we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some sleep.
Okay. The night passes. You wake up the next morning. The rain is still thundering. The storm is still here. But but it is the next day. You have survived the night.
I'll rememorize color spray and blink. I want to detect magic on that, on the Lady Redshield's house, but perhaps another time. And I guess I'm going to go see Lord Randall, or not Lord Randall, Ark Randall.
Okay. Sure, you can make your way to Hillside, where Countess Castilian's keep is.
Oh, that's right. She lives in the keep.
She lives in the keep, and so does Ramdal the Transmuter. They both live in the keep. Not together. They have separate rooms. But you make your way to the keep. It's easy to find. It's the tallest, largest, stoniest building in town. And you find yourself before its gates. The guards recognize the sigil on your shirt. Maybe they remember you from last time you were here too. You're not sure, but they open the keep gates to you and usher you in away from the rain. You find yourself inside the nice, maybe not cozy, it's definitely chilly, but you find yourself inside the keep.
And I make my way to Lord Randall.
Sure. There's plenty of warm torches and lanterns that bathe the halls of this keep in light and provide you some warmth from the chill air and the chill stones. You plod your way through and eventually come to Ramdal's door.
I guess I'm spilling the beans. I give the door a knock.
There's a... Just a minute! Hold on!
Is that Lord Randall?
Ark Ramdal, yeah. Eventually the doors opened, and Ramdal sees you and goes, "Ah, Carl! I didn't think I would see you again. You vanished. Come in. He ushers you in and leads you to a separate room where there's a fire going, and you see a chair pulled all the way up to the fire, and he sits in it and motions for you to bring a stool over or something as he warms himself. He says, "God, so the librarian, tell me, is Murphy the man?"
No, I'm afraid it's much more confusing than that.
But that sounds like you found our wizard, our warlock, our sorcerer, our diviner. Who is it?
Witch.
A witch.
It is. I'm like pause, like hesitating to say the name. I'm not sure why, or like I don't know. I felt like Georg wanted to be convinced, wanted her to turn him, and she just like didn't. She like didn't use logic. Why our secret witch is none other than Lady Redshield herself.
Lady Redshield? Are you quite certain?
I nod.
He gets up and walks over to a table. Kind of looking towards the ground, eyes cast downward, scratching his head, puzzling things out. He,
This this whole investigation has put me in quite a pickle. That's why I haven't been around. Lady Redshield knows that I know. She sent assassins to Misty Rapids.
what?
Is the door shut behind me?
Yeah. You guys are actually the door is down on a floor separate. You guys walked up some staircase to get to this nicer sitting room.
I know. I mean, I'm sure she's covered her tracks, but it was her. We spoke last night.
No, no, no. He picks up a letter off the table and goes, I just got a letter from Lady Redshield this morning. What is it? He opens it up, and it explodes in his face. You're probably fairly close. I don't think you're within 10 feet, though.
I have no idea. Depends how big the room is.
No, I think you're more than
mean,
10
he's
feet.
probably
You
on
are
the other
outside
side.
of the blast radius, for sure. Because you're over by the hearth, and his table is on the other side.
Yeah, I'm soaking wet.
He opens the letter, breaks the seal, casts his gaze down to it, and a bright light, a thunder of noise, and heat overwhelms you as our poor Ramdal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
What am I in the middle of?
takes 15 points of damage and is ripped to shreds before you.
Killed me. He's dead?
Well, his body collapses on the ground at your feet. The room is on fire. All of the things on the table are destroyed. The table is destroyed. His study seems to be, it's just blackened and charred. You find yourself kind of stunned as you pick yourself up off the ground after being thrown to it. Glancing
By the way,
around,
I
your
did
ears
rememorize
are
this as
ringing.
Okay. I think Ramdal! And I like leap forward to inspect the body and like seal the wound. Yeah.
He is unconscious, but still alive somehow.
Okay.
Barely.
So I attempt to, I guess, is it int check?
Give me an intelligence check.
And don't roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, so I attempt to staunch the bleeding. Holy shit.
You can't. The wounds are bad. He's leaking blood from all over.
I'm like shouting. I like help! Help!
You hear pounding at the door down below.
Is there anything left of the letter, or is just like?
Oh God, no.
It looks like I walked in here and I threw a fireball at him.
Now that you phrase it like that, kinda.
Yeah. But
You hear pounding on the door below, and you hear the sound of Ramdal. Is everything okay?
Doc, we need a doctor.
Open the door.
The door. I mean, I did open the door, right?
No, the door is downstairs, a floor.
Oh, okay. How heavy is Ramdal?
Ramdal is 130 pounds.
So I don't think I can pick him up. God, I hope he's not like he's gonna bleed out. I go downstairs as quickly as I can.
You make it to the
Roll
door.
the door open
It's locked.
from the inside. Wait, I can unlock it though, right?
Nope. You don't see a lock.
It's wizard law. I knock it.
You have knock memorized?
I have knock memorized.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Now his
now
exact
it's been,
HP is important shit. What did I say? How much damage did I say he took? 15?
15.
Okay, that brings him to... no, wait. 5. Alright, you knock the door open. It bursts off its hinges.
I'm still shouting like, "Help, doctor!" Is there there's someone on the other side of the door, right?
There is a armed guard on the other side of the door. He's wearing bronze chainmail. He has a sword at his side. He's wearing the trappings of
Is it just him?
Yeah, yes, Countess Castilian.
Wait, it's just wait.
It's
what
just
would
the
you
one guard. Yes.
say? He's bleeding out. come quick! And I like try to get him to run. Come
He
upstairs.
chases with you, sees the room, gasps, runs over to Ramdal.
I'll like say as he's hopefully
Mhm.
rolling a better int check than me. It was the letter. The letter exploded.
Eight.
Blew the place to pieces.
He attempts to patch the wounds and succeeds. He manages to bind Ramdal's wounds.
I let out a sigh of relief.
The guard doesn't. He tells you to stay where you are and bolts down the hallway. Down the room and out the door into the hallway of the keep.
I will take this opportunity to search the room.
Well, it's pretty badly damaged. This looks like it was probably a sitting room, like study-esque area, not where you would keep your official... Well, it's hard to tell. Things are pretty badly damaged all over the place. There's a shelf with some books on it that's been knocked over, and the books have been spilled all over. The actual table on which the letter was sitting is completely destroyed. The alchemical reagents that were all over the table are damaged. There's a noxious vapor kind of filling the air. It smells like maybe...
His stuff, or is that the smell of the spell?
It's probably his chemicals that have spilled and are starting to mix and react with each other or just eat away at things.
Do I see his spellbook?
Ah, his spellbook.
Is it
You
among the books on the shelves?
give me a perception check to see if you can find it quickly.
28.
Yeah, you find the semi-charred spellbook knocked over into a far corner, sitting on top of the bookshelf, actually. On top of that knocked over bookshelf. Just hanging there.
He's stable. Is there a window to this room?
There is not, but there is a staircase continues up to a third floor.
I'll take the spellbook and go up to the third floor.
The third floor is a bedroom.
Is it not? Is the only the base was locked?
Yeah.
Okay, and there is a window at the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything of interest in the bedroom as I'm scanning it quickly?
Nothing at a quick glance, but there's a wardrobe. There's a small vanity. There's a footlocker.
Peering out the window, do I see anything of interest?
You see the city before you.
Am I like out? This is like the outside wall of the keep.
Yes. On the third floor.
I pull a spider out of my pocket, cast spider climb, and just peace out. Climb out the window.
You spider climb your way down the wall without issue.
Right? Is that how? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never used spider.
The spider and the bitumen, and you eat them both.
Live spider.
Yeah.
You eat them.
You eat them.
All right.
And you,
Two
with
live-
his spellbook, you crawl out the window.
He'll wake up and set the story straight, but until then, I don't. Oh God. Oh God.
Where do you go?
I kind of want to talk to Lady Redshield again, but that seems way too risky. I think I'm gonna go collect my horse. Yeah, I'm probably splitting town, debating whether or not to send a message or something to Lady Redshield. So I head back to the Sleepy Knoll to grab my horse.
All right. Let me just take a quick look here. Okay. So you make it back to the Sleepy Knoll. The innkeeper gives you a, hello there, Carl! So good to have you again. There were some quandaries about why your windows were tied shut.
I would have untied them. I mean, that was my.
Oh, yeah, but, he still asks. Apparently someone saw them in the morning.
One can never be too careful.
Quite right, indeed. How long will you be staying? We can prepare your room for tomorrow.
No, well, maybe. I pay him enough to, keep the room, but I collect my horse and leave.
All right. He waves goodbye, tells you that he'll have your room ready for you when you're back.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Towards the gate. Hopefully before news can spread from the keep to the gate, but we'll see.
By the time you get to the gate, church bells are ringing throughout the town. It's the warning bells, and by the time you get to approach the gate, you can see in the distance that it has been closed.
Oh, and Spider Climb is gone, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's probably dawn, yeah.
To sell the horse or not? Oh, I could have just featherfalled out the window. Oh well, I wanted to use a new spell. How tall are the walls?
15 feet tall.
Oh, that's
8
it?
feet thick. Red brick. They're really not designed to keep people in.
In or out. I mean, a wizard. I've got like 4 spells that will get me over those walls, but not my horse, alas. And I could knock the gates, but not without a knock spell.
And how would you get your horse on the other side?
If I knock the gates open.
Oh, right. Well, with minus the gate, minus the horse.
Yeah.
Blink, featherfall, spider climb.
Spider climb, rope trick. That's why I asked how tall the wall was. I can even just like make a rope trick and climb up to the other side of the wall.
Nice.
Drape the rope over the. Then I lose my rope.
Mm-hmm.
All right. God, is there any way I could sell this horse on the cheap? I mean, I think I'm gonna go like away from the gate and like try to sell the horse on the cheap. Is there like, are there like stables or?
Let's see, Thornwood.
Whatever you'd call it.
Thornwood does not have a stable master. I think you probably looked for a horse the first time you came through here. So you remember that there's no stable master in town. You could probably just try and hawk it to a person if you offer them a good price.
Yeah.
If you find someone that looks like they could afford a horse.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, want to buy a horse on the cheap?
How much?
50 gold. Good riding horse. Nice health. Take a look at these teeth.
Why are you selling it so cheap? Horse isn't stolen, is it? He says, giving you a bit of an eye.
You see a brand?
Doesn't mean it wasn't stolen.
Nah, it ain't stolen. Just down on my luck.
Why are you trying to sell it for cheap then?
Sell it quick. I need gold, man. Look, if you're not interested, and I walk off.
No. Let's call it 40.
45. 40.
All right. He runs inside, grabs some gold, gives you 40 gold, takes your horse.
Okay. And then I run to the wall. And I'm going to try to blink through it. So I'm going to cast blink and just if I blink backwards, I'll keep running at the wall. So I'm like going like to the south side of town. So we're away from the road. Is that the sketchy part? Is that Chimneyton?
Chimbertimon is the east side of town. So hold on. You want to blink through the wall?
I want to blink through the wall. How thick was the wall?
8 feet.
Okay, so I can blink through a wall. Right? I blink 10 feet. Yeah, so I want to blink through the wall.
So you basically like hug the wall.
Yeah, I cast blink and I hug the wall, and then yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let's bring up the map of town real quick.
Okay. That's my first blink direction, if it's relevant. Do I still have that hand? Oh, I do still have that handout.
Now, as I said before, this map is a little bit ugly.
Wait, so the gate comes in the south and the east. Yeah, I think I head through Chimberton. Is that where the sleepy knoll
is in somewhere over between, like near Chimberton, Southgate, and Market District, in that corner.
Okay, so I probably sold the horse somewhere in Market District.
Okay, but notice the wall has a moat directly on the other side, all the way around it, except for where those bridges are.
Do I recall what the moat was like?
It's about 50 feet wide.
50 feet?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, 50 feet is like your standard moat width, I think. Um, and you don't remember off the top of your head if there's anything living in it or not.
Yuck. No, I do not want to teleport into a moat. If I feather fall, though, I can, like, I don't know, not 50 feet forward, can I? Can I, like, float feather, like,
Glide?
feather fall forward? Or, like, leaping feather fall? Right, because if it reduces your falling, like, your falling speed to 2 feet per minute, but you, like, jump outward at
But
a
it
speed...
reduces your mass to that of a feather. So if your mass is that of a feather, if you jump out, the air resistance is going to keep you from going very far. It'd be like throwing a feather, you know? Maybe it's a little better at keeping wizards in than you expected.
Well... I mean, I can swim. I don't want to get all my shit wet.
Did you add the weight of Ramdal's spellbook to your character sheet?
Yeah, I'm still unencumbered, actually.
Okay. What do you do?
So I think I'm over here at, like, the west wall.
Near Chimberton?
Yeah. I think I have to swim. Unless I... Are the walls manned, aside from the gates? Like, are there people patrolling
There are
them?
people patrolling the walls, but there's a pretty big gap between them. It looks like it's just kind of casual patrols. Just making sure that there's nothing approaching from the outside. It's not, you know, to keep people in, it's to spot anything that might be coming from outside.
Contemplating just going invisible, but then it's just another soul that I have to harvest. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Although not quite yet. I can't cast like, invisibility is broken by casting spells.
Yes.
Pretty much every spell.
Yes. Yeah, improved invisibility allows you to cast spells and keep going.
Yeah. The gates were shut when I got there. If I cast Featherfall, could I walk on water?
That's a very good question.
That, like, what level is... I feel like you should, but that kind of breaks the game, doesn't it? Like, because there's probably a pre-spell walk on water. It's like a higher level spell.
I don't know.
Water walk is a third level pre-spell. Tread on any liquid as if it were firm ground, mud, quickstand, oil, running water.
Yeah, but it's longer and it targets multiple creatures. And it keeps a normal rate of movement. I think you could maybe walk across water, but it would be slow.
Like splash across water.
Yeah, like you'd set when you hit your foot on it, it would kind of like give a little bit of a splash, and you'd move and give a little splash, and you'd move, and you could move slowly across water.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna try. Hold on. Featherfall last 5 rounds. Assume the mass of a piece of feather. So I feel like if you're the mass of a piece of feather with human-sized shoes, the surface tension should keep you from sinking.
Makes sense to me.
right, makes sense to Georg. He's gonna try it. I think I cast Blink first and then Featherfall.
Okay, so give me a bunch of blinks until you get one going forward.
Yeah, and then I'll cast Featherfall as... God, I don't even know. Like, I can't cast it while I'm flailing in the water, right?
You can cast blink and then cast Featherfall the next round.
Yeah, so I think that's what I did. So I guess let's roll to see if I beat the blink. I think I do.
Oh yeah, you do.
Okay, so I cast Featherfall the next round.
And
I blink 8. I think that's straight ahead.
Blink is straight forward.
Yep, so I blink through after casting Featherfall and, like, hope... Yeah.
And this is over by Chimberton, you said?
Yeah, where did that... Can I guess I can't ping the hand.
No. But that I get what you're saying.
Probably, probably like the middle of Chimberton.
Okay.
Middle of the wall.
Fantastic. All right. So you blink through the wall and float down a few inches to the water below.
Pull up a foot.
And as you do, you see large reptiles in the water.
Run!
Very large reptiles in the water. But we're going to take a break. I know it's a little early, but we're having some stream issues, so we're going to take a break and we'll be right back on the other side. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.